So please bring in, one of you folks bring in Oliver and spotlight him. Okay, you guys, please. Are you recording, Marty? I think he's going to have me record.
You can record, it's live streaming. You can record when you're ready, and you're the host.
Okay. Welcome everyone to the OTech Pro weekly webinar, which happens every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's topic is the power of AI, and we will begin with one of our 4 IT professionals. We're going to start off with Collins Mana, followed by Oliver as soon as he comes in. So let's start off with Collins.
Hello, viewers, and I just want to welcome everyone here. Just want to welcome my brothers, all the tech team, the tech IT engineer. They are in the house. Welcome, Madi. You've always been with us, and you know we really love you. And welcome, Lynn. So we'll be talking about the power of AI. So what I will do is I will just try to give a common example of AI, and the rest of the tech team will talk about, you know, everything about AI. So we are not here to try to do something different, but we want to try to relate AI, because we remember what we want to remember here is all our product is built from scratch with AI, and how AI play a very important part of all our products and services we have. So what I will say is I want to give a general, in a layman term, what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. So it's machine learning, how machine can behave like human being. You know, AI has been there for decades, but it's something that they were using in a niche, like a small quantity, and they were thinking about it. And this was, the name AI was discovered by a scientist, a group of professors, a professor, you know, called John something, I forgot the other name. And he said, what he said was, you know, a group of mathematicians and engineers and said, how do we look into machines to ensure that machine behave like a child that is growing, learning everything from the parent and grow to maturity? That was the idea about AI, how machine can behave like human beings, but not to take the place of a human being, but behave. And the reason was, there are things that we do repetitively, and the one machine to take that. Because remember, when you do something repetitively, sometimes you are fatigued, and the one machine to do it continuously, like humans, because there are 3 things AI can play: efficiency, effectively, and without fatigue. That's the 3 things: efficiently, effectively, without fatigue. Remember, when they give you a job, we are doing all type of job. No matter what you can talk of, you can think of. You can be maybe a healthcare practitioner, you can be a medical doctor, you can be an IT engineer, whatever sector in the department you are. When you come in the morning, what do? You start your job. You are really energetic to do your job. But at some point, you know, your level of efficiency will drop because of fatigue. So if you were packing 20 boxes a day, an hour, what will happen? You start to reduce. And because the world is a fast pace moving, you know, people want things, you know, within time. What will happen? Because you are not effective enough, because you are just human, what will happen? They need machine to do this job. So machine is coming to take that, you know, that repetitive thing that we are doing, to do it more effectively to meet human demand. And that's where IT come into place. Now, let me give a common example of artificial intelligence. When you go to self-checkout, for instance, you go to any shop you want to shop, right? You go, you scan. What will happen? The machine will tell you, insert your coin, scan your product now, you scan it. This is total amount. Insert your card, pay by this, pay by that, you do that. That is artificial intelligence. You go to where, you're traveling, passport service. You go, now the self-service machines that you can go and scan your passport. They say, look up and this, they tell you what to do, you scan and the gate open, you go. That's artificial intelligence. Your banks, you go, that's artificial intelligence. But now I want to relate it with ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE have taken artificial intelligence to a different level because every product and services are all embedded, built with artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence will play a big part in our marketing. That is where most companies have not done. They can build products and services, but who are those to market it? Human beings need to go and market it. We are talking about ONPASSIVE coming to fill that gap, to market the product for you, build with artificial intelligence, and then bring human beings to market it for you. You don't need humans to go and knock your door and say, oh, we have this product now. Do you like it or not? No. Artificial intelligence will do that for you. And that is what will happen. High street department will disappear because a lot of people want to be in the comfort of their home and purchase something they need without going out and looking for it. Artificial intelligence will bring it in front of you in a good way, not in a way that they will harass you. ONPASSIVE will not harass you, but they'll bring it once you look for that. They'll put it in front of you and say, this is the product you need. Can you check it and look it out? When you say, yes, I like it, bam, you are in ONPASSIVE and you buy the product. So I will leave it there and I'll hand it over to Bra Oliver to take over and tell us what he got for you. Or Lynn, you can take it over and call the next person. Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Oliver Fonte. Great presentation, Collins. Oliver Fonte, take the floor.
Yeah, hi, good day and good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are today. It's a good thing that we are here today again to talk about artificial intelligence. I will talk about the three parts or the three different modules of artificial intelligence and how it's related or connected to ONPASSIVE. The first one is we call a reactive AI. The reactive AI we use it in most of our products like mail, staff. What I can say about that also is that it's machine learning that it learned the algorithms. It learned the algorithms to try to make them to have emotions and feelings in a kind of way that it is in our products from scratch, as AI is built all the products from scratch, so much so that most of our products that we have the AI embedded in it help us and it provide heavy and how can I put it? It improve and the efficiency of data and products building that is going to I'm a little bit, let me calm down myself. Let me go to limited memory data. Let me go to limited memory AI. It uses the past data to improve latest use for today. It automates and train the past data to make prediction in the future. It also has the ability to read its environment. It uses historic data for today to build today's functionality in our product. For example, we have preventive defective measures that we use in our mail, as like I just mentioned. Also, it also prevent and has that reactive preventive measure in our data center, our firewalls. It helps that we cannot have any spam mail. We cannot have features or the bad guys that can penetrate in our environment. We also have theory to mind AI. It has the capability to understand emotions and replication. It replicates them in all our products and in all our environment. So with this, I will leave it from there and then let Lynn take it over.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Vincent Ete. You're muted. You need to unmute.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Lynn, for this great presentation. Also, thank you, my brother Collins, for this also good presentation, introduction. Thanks to my brother Oliver, also another powerful guy and powerful presentation so far. So today we are talking about artificial intelligence, but what I'm going to talk today is relating to artificial intelligence database size. So in relation to artificial intelligence with the databases, AI. So I would say artificial intelligence, AI, is having a clear impact on databases. So I'm going to give two examples, like two big examples of database big builders. Well, we have the first one is Microsoft Azure. So Microsoft Azure database apply automatic training to improve the performance of a database. So let's, well, I said to improve the performance of the database. That what that means is that the Microsoft Azure is in the cloud. So the cloud, you use the AI to apply the automatic training, so the performance. So that performance make the database much more better and much more faster. So this is when you click and then you get the response automatically. This is what we call the performance issues. So give another example, which also have a clear impact on our life in the database. We have like Oracle. Oracle use of machine learning to enable the database to automatically do some upgrades, patching, tuning, and then make it itself running. So this is another way. So my Oracle, I'll break down what I just said, because Oracle used that machine learning so that when the Oracle product, you make the product, it help the product to upgrade. It also help the product to patching. You can use in the patching, the security patching, and then the software to be updated. So Oracle used that as well. So in one way, the interaction of the database and then with the artificial intelligence is very crucial. So this is what happened, and then the benefits of that, it make a significant faster querying. So when you run a query within the database, the artificial intelligence AI making the query moving faster, and then you become also confident based query result, because you are sure that you have a confident based result. So this is some of the benefits of artificial intelligence system. And then artificial intelligence, what is relating to ONPASSIVE? So artificial intelligence is relating to ONPASSIVE things like OChat, ONET, OConnect. Those the artificial intelligence, because they will be a huge database. They call it in the database jargon, very large database improvement. So based on the artificial intelligence, those databases will have a powerful performance. So you won't realize that they are big, because most of the big database is when you connect to it is very slow, and then affect also the performance. But because of artificial intelligence embedded with our product like ONET, OChat, OConnect, we have a significant faster performance, so that people, when they do anything, it could be good for them as well. And also what the another benefits, you have a flexibility to use all data easily. So anything we want to use will be very easy for us. And then also better access to common queries. Anything we want to do it, the access will be very fast. And then the one other thing it also bring as also benefits, you've got to robust security and then encryption system. So the artificial intelligence bring all these benefits to our company. That's why our product like ONET, OChat, OConnect, many of them, they are all based on the artificial intelligence. So they will be the security tight, and then the encryption is robust. So this is one benefit of artificial intelligence. So it makes the database management solution proactive in terms of security, and then also in terms of capacity planning, the work volume and then optimization, and also in terms of the performance training. So all this is the benefits of using artificial intelligence within our database. And then the last part I will talk about that is that we have a data mining we have artificial intelligence, and then machine learning in cyber security. They all put in together can develop a robust model for intrusion detections and also execution of malware classification. So this is artificial intelligence in our system, putting all this system together, data mining, artificial intelligence, machine learning. It brings a powerful security around our system product like ONET, OConnect, OChat, because it will be interaction with the external world. So people like you and me, when we connect to our product, it will be security around where will be very tight and very powerful. So no one can break into our system. So I will hand there and then I'll pass it to Antilin.
Thank you very much. Now we'll have Bob Takusi speak.
All right, Antilin. Hello, my fellow colleagues. Good to see you all again. Greetings from Bel Air, Maryland to all the founders worldwide. My name is Bob Takusi, and I'll be talking about artificial intelligence, the different areas that are impacted by artificial intelligence, and then the technologies within, some of the technologies and how it relates to ONPASSIVE. As you all know, artificial intelligence, AI, is a process in which intelligence is tied to a system. You know, we humans, we are the ones that have intelligence. We are able to discern, think rationally and do things, you know. And like Colin said, you know, artificial intelligence is trying to help us with repetitive tasks, you know. So again, like Colin said, artificial intelligence has been around for a while, since the 60s, you know, but it has actually become very prevalent in the past maybe decade or so. You know, most companies are now actually investing, making huge investments in AI, building systems with AI. And we see CEOs of major corporations making projections, talking about artificial intelligence, but they are making projections like 2025. Like for instance, the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, I think last year sometime I read an article where he was saying that the impact of artificial intelligence, he was making his projection by the end of this decade, that the impact of artificial intelligence is going to be, I want you guys to feel me and listen to me here. This is the CEO of one of the world's biggest corporations, the greatest IT companies right now, Google. He's projecting that the impact of artificial intelligence is going to be greater than the impact of electricity to mankind. The impact of AI is going to be greater than what electricity did to us. That's the CEO of Google. And then another CEO, a former CEO of IBM, Ginny Rometty is her name. She's projecting. I read an article that she wrote sometime towards the end of last year. She's projecting that artificial intelligence is going to dominate all aspects of our lives. Every artificial intelligence is the it. She's saying that, but she's projecting it in 2025. But this is what Mr. Mufara does. He comes now and he says, oh, no. We are going to build tomorrow's technology today. See, they are making these big CEOs, they are making these projections for the future, right? Our CEO is saying that, no, we're going to do it today. So we are building our systems with artificial intelligence integrated from the scratch. He calls it organic. Our system is organic, built with AI at the underlying layer of our infrastructure. Now, there are different areas that are impacted by artificial intelligence. Actually, I read there's a research that was done at the University of Berkeley, USC, Berkeley, Southern California, where they listed all the areas that AI is going to be impacted. They talked about the entertainment industry. Artificial intelligence is going to impact our entertainment industry. They are saying that, they are projecting also that there will become a time when You sit in your couch, you order your virtual movie, create all their characters and everything, and you order a movie. AI is going to do, you're going to watch that movie. You create a virtual movie and watch it. They also say that directors and producers of movies, they're going to be the main benefactor of this technology too, because they're not going to make movies that are flops. The reason why is because they're going to take that script, the script of the movie, plug into AI, and they are able to predict whether this movie is going to be successful or not. And if the movie is not successful, then they'll discard it. So the entertainment industry is going to be a major benefactor in this industry, the AI industry. Healthcare is another area that is going to be vastly impacted by AI. Healthcare. In their study, they're also saying that doctors and nurses and hospitals are working together now. They are working together, trying to come up with AI systems that is going to use your genetic code for your prescription, for your treatment. Doctors and hospitals are working together to come up with a system that is going to be using your genetic code. So that means that your treatment is going to be customized to you as an individual person. So this is going to help doctors, patients worldwide. Because let's say you have cancer or you have all these diseases, once they have your genetic code, they have your diagnosis, they plug it into AI, they give you your exact prescription of what is wrong with you based on your genetic code. They don't go wrong. Nowadays, guess what happens? If you are ill of cancer or high blood or anything, doctors do several trials. They'll try this medication, they try this, they try this, they try that, and then they find what works with you. By the time they might get what really works with you, might be too late. You know, so that would really greatly help us. And then you have cyber attacks. Artificial intelligence by default, it has, you know, it comes with the own security, cyber detective capabilities, and also it can preempt attacks and stop attacks and stuff like that. So it's going to help in the cyber, you know, in our security domain. Then you have geriatrics and vital tasks, they call it. For old folks, the old people, they are saying that they are projecting that old people are going to be able to live longer in their houses. For a long time, they're going to be, because AI is going to be able to manage them, look at what their provisions at home, monitor their movements inside the house, even take care of their lawns, everything, their refrigerator and everything. AI is going to manage it. So old people are going to live longer in their houses. Then we have transportation industry. It's also going to be impacted by AI. How? We know right now that there are Google cars, there are self-driving cars already in Europe where Collins and Vincent are. Their trains are driven, high-speed trains that are driven, they don't have a captain driving it, it's automated, you know, driven without a conductor. You just have the conductor and the captain that are walking around the trains checking your tickets. Boeing is actually building a plane now that's going to fly itself, self-flying plane. They'll have pilots, but it's just to put in the information. So those are all the areas that are impacted. But in AI, there are so many technologies within, we talk about, all my brothers here have talked about machine learning. Machine learning, right? Machine learning is that ability of a machine to imitate human behavior. So what happens here, the system collects vast amount of data, right? That's what ONPASSIVE is doing. We have, right now, our CEO told us that we have, I think, 2 or 3 data scientists that are coming. That's what they are doing. They're actually looking at this, they are programming the system to be able to understand and collect this vast amount of data, because this artificial intelligence works with data. It looks at the data and then analyzes it, and then it can, you know, make decisions. So we have machine learning, and then we have deep learning. So once they collect the data, then they analyze that data. They do analysis, they do, you know, they look at the trends, the patterns, then they can make predictions. So that's machine learning, deep learning, and then they analyze the data, look at it critically, they do their predictive analysis, and then they make a decision on how the system is going to act. That's another area, another subfield of artificial intelligence called decision management. They are going to make that decision on how the machine is going to respond. And then once they do that, guess what happens? Like Colin said, you walk into stores in England or everywhere around the world, you see cashiers, you see register, you go into a store, you can buy something, go out, check out, you don't talk to nobody. right? That system has been programmed to function, right? It's, repetitive tasks. That's robotic process automation. So once the decision is made, the system now can start acting, doing that function, playing that role. That's called robotic process. And then we have speech recognition as another sub area, which is what we use in all of our products. In not all, OChat, OConnect. We have speech recognition, where the system grabs your speech, they translate it, and then write it. They have subtitles on your dashboard in the different languages around the world that you are. So that is speech recognition. They capture that speech and then they can easily do that. We have what they call natural language generator. That's how the cognitive ability of the system, of that interaction with the machine, with the machine, the programming so that the machine can behave and think like a human being. It's called the natural language generator. And then we have the virtual agent, which is like OChat. It's like a virtual agent. It's the one that is acting, doing everything for us. It's like our employees, our virtual employees, which could be any number of them based on the number of customers that you have on your system. We have augmented reality. It's another system where, we can use it, something like Audit. Audit is a good example of that. Those who love editing, photo, video, shop, and all that kind of stuff, you use it, and then you can really create wonders with it. So all those systems, all this, we have our system running on top of this layer. And we have the best people right now working on this product. As our brother said, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to understand all this. This is not something we just come out to explain to you the process that is going on, how the system is being built. It's just for educational purposes. You need not know this. The system is automated, it's working for you 24/7. All you need to actually really know with ONPASSIVE is to know how to get to connect to the system, connect your wallet to your bank account, and download your money, and life is good. So I'm going to pass it on to Auntie Lynn. And
well, it's good to have all that information. And it's also good to know that if we don't totally understand it, it's fine. That's what I like. So it's just information that we can just pick up and enjoy learning, but it's definitely not required. So nobody should feel perturbed that they don't get it all, because I don't get it all. You're a lay person. That is why I'm here on this panel, because I am a non-techie person. But all I know is that ONPASSIVE is really exceptional because of the extent of the AI and the quality of the AI that we are using. And that sets us apart from other companies. And that makes me feel very confident about where this company is going. I feel very, very proud to be associated with ONPASSIVE. I also understand that Ash has shared that ONPASSIVE is going to have its own department for AI and machine learning. And I thought maybe some of you could discuss that further and what that means for us.
Yeah, let me grab that.
Okay.
Maybe they can my colleagues can add. This is huge. It's in fact, this is one of the ONPASSIVE is one of the companies that our company that I've seen that had this department. Maybe they've started. Maybe some other giant company they've started to have that department. But I think ONPASSIVE is the first. I don't think Google or Microsoft, because I do have friends that work there also, and we do talk. And for ONPASSIVE to have that artificial intelligence and machine learning department, this is huge. This tells us that it's going to keep us on top of our game. We are going to be about 5 years or 10 years ahead of our game, because they are going to be training other employees about machine learning and AI, so that they'll send them to the different departments, and they will take their responsibility also. Also, now that our CEO also talked about DD printer, yeah. So
3D printer.
3D. I'm sorry, 3D printer. It's also going to help in 3D printer AI, because now in our own staff also look at what AI is also the part AI is playing there. Where I work, we have 5 different applications combined to one, anything you want to think about artificial intelligence is there. So this department also is, they're also going to teach them how to take all these algorithms, data, play them, scramble them, play with them, and then fit them in all the other products that we have. Even the new products that, whatever new products that we need to have, you know, that department is going to train and send those employees them there. This is huge. This is huge. So you will see that all the fresh students that are coming out from school that are doing machine learning, artificial intelligence, machine learning, ML, they are going to have employments in our department. Then also part of that is employment in ONPASSIVE. You know, the CEO told us that GoDaddy, they have 6,000 employees. We are not going to have 6,000 employees because machine learning, AI is going to play a greater role. It's going to take most of the responsibilities that we will not need that much. Maximum that we're going to have from that department might be 100 to 200 employees, you know, on our own domain. I don't think we are going to have that much employees on that, because the artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to train them, as I said, send them there so that they are going to perfect everything, reduce cost, increase productivity, and the system, everything is going to be efficient, running smoothly. Now the heavy lifting is now. The heavy lifting is now. After that, bam, everything is going to be automated AI doing their job. All what we are supposed to do now, all the from the department of artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to send the trained employees them to come there. Some of them will come there to come and do their stage, and during their stage they'll be doing the minor jobs that are going to take those responsibility also. I will leave it so that any of my brothers should take it.
Yeah, I just want to add that this is really great for the company. The fact that we have a specialized department, like Oliver said, I don't know of any company. You know, artificial intelligence is it's not new, but you know, it's pretty recent the way it's been pushed out, and most companies are still trying to get their feet around it. But you can tell that our founder is not looking at ONPASSIVE for the next year or two. He's looking at it 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So we are bringing in these experts, coming together, making sure that as we move forward in the next initiatives, whatever we do next, you know, we have the experts and the appropriate resources, you know, to continue our initiative, building other products and tools for ONPASSIVE in the future. And then, you know, also with machine learning, the beauty about it is the more data we collect, the more data the system is perfected, you know. And then this employees who are there, they also can understand the algorithms that the machine is using, and then they can also learn and perfect it and make good of what they see the systems doing. So it is a win-win for us and also for the world at large, because more better and more great things are going to come out of it.
So now I'd like to ask you, as far as our AI is concerned, what's special about what ONPASSIVE is doing with AI so that we lay people can understand better? What's really special? What sets us apart?
I'll go, then Collins can add, because I'm going to refer to what she said or anybody. One of the main things of ONPASSIVE, right, or our founder, one of the cool, or I'm saying the outstanding things about ONPASSIVE, remember, this system is being built from scratch. We have come in as founders, right? We've come in as founders. Everything is being done for us. It's automated. Everything is done for us. We don't have to lift a finger. All we need to know is to come to our back office and connect our wallet. Our founder is a master traffic generator. That's what he knows best. He's been doing that for the past few years. Now he's going to apply artificial intelligence to this traffic generation. I don't think he himself has done this before using AI, you know. So now artificial intelligence is going to go find these customers, and then it is what we call 100% targeted traffic, which means that there is a greater percentage that the customers that Mr. Ashmufara's AI algorithms are going to target to send to linakamato.com, that those customers are going to buy your products, right? Because AI has already seen them. AI knows exactly what they like. Artificial intelligence knows their habit, their patterns, the thing that they like. So they have shown that they want this product. So this AI is going to grab them and bring them to you. That is the power of artificial intelligence with ONPASSIVE as it stands.
I understand. Anybody else want to add to what Bob said? What's your opinion?
Yeah. Also, let me talk about the emotional part of AI with our products. You know, look like Sonar. Sonar has that part of feelings also in it. You know, that is embedded from scratch. You know, that is OChart. You know, so Sonar can recall your past messages, your past conversation with her, and bring you back. And when you call Sonar or you text Sonar, Sonar will record that conversation that you had with her and tell, oh, we talked about this last time. Okay, I'm going to sit and look into that now. So that is that emotional part of AI that our CEO has used AI, almost all the features of AI to build each of our products. So you see that each of our products has that part in it, and he has used almost all the features. Look at Odesk. Odesk is like one other company that's out of called ServiceNow. When I look at Odesk, I see this is ServiceNow with a lot of modules. What is modules? Modules are the parts, different parts or features that are in that are in a product. You know, and our CEO has used all of it. So when I look at Odesk, you can use Odesk to automate a lot of processes in companies. That is going to reduce cost. How do you reduce cost? Some employees, they are not going to have their jobs anymore, but there'll be there'll be efficiency, and they might send them to other departments or training to come and carry on some other tasks. You know, so with AI has done a lot into ONPASSIVE that is going to change the dynamic of business in the whole world. Because you see that a lot of companies now will rush. That traffic now will be in ONPASSIVE because of AI. Because AI is embedded from scratch. It's not like what the other companies, like my brother Uncle Bob always talk about reverse psychology. You know, that no matter how they patch, it will not be the same like as if it's from foundation, you know, or from scratch. So AI has ONPASSIVE with the use of AI has taken us to the next level. And by the time the other companies they want to get there, I'm sure it will be difficult, because how can Google, Microsoft, all the other tech companies, how would they want to start now to go and revamp the whole of their company with AI from scratch? It will cost them a lot. But now the only company on this planet that took AI from scratch up is ONPASSIVE. It's ONPASSIVE, you know, and we've used almost all the features in AI. Look at OStaff. OStaff, what do you want to talk about that's not in OStaff? If you want to go for employment here in the United States, they'll send you to go to another location to go and do fingerprint. Now in HR, everything is there in OStaff. Same office in your HR, they'll perform everything there. You know, the account department, everything is there. Appraiser is there. You know, you want to do a clock in, clock out, facial recognition, everything is there. Biometrics, they'll send you to another location that they'll pay. You have to drive and go there. But now in OStaff, is in OStaff. So you see that AI has played a bigger role in everything, all the potential or all the viable products that we have. This is embedded with artificial intelligence from scratch. Thank you.
Yes, let me.
I'd just like to add to what Oliver said. I just want to come into that. You know, You can build the best product in the world, right? Embedded with artificial intelligence, but if the marketing part of it is not there, your product is dead. You know, a lot of companies use artificial intelligence, it's there. You know, they use it in a micro level, it's there. But the problem about building a product, like all of us are all IT engineers, we all build solutions. Who are those to take it out there to the world? You know, we have department, you know, the marketing department will go out and talk about this product. But now we are talking about ONPASSIVE, you know, ONPASSIVE, building everything from scratch, doing the marketing using artificial intelligence. Means they are looking for targeted customer, targeted traffic, which we don't need to do anything. For instance, our brother Marty Digamo is here, is one of the biggest marketers. He doesn't need to do anything because artificial intelligence will drive the traffic, targeted traffic embedded with artificial intelligence. It means they will do it in a good way. They will look at the geolocation. We are talking about, we have IP tracker built with, embedded with geolocation, heat map that can target where, for instance, let's say Africa, Ghana is there. They sell, you know, their traditional cloth. People are looking for this traditional cloth. I'm speaking now to the African community. How many people know that they sell traditional cloth? If the heat map is not there to look at the location and say, okay, is it in Accra? Is it in Kumasi? Is it in where? You know, go to Cameroon. Is it where? Nigeria, where? Ivory Coast, where? The heat map will show the environment where those products are located, and customer can locate it from that side. That is what they call targeted customer and targeted traffic. They target you to the source. That's the beauty about AI. That you can have this product embedded with AI, but if the traffic is not there, driven by AI, because we are talking about high street, all the shops closing today because of COVID. Nobody wants to go there because they are afraid. But if your system is not automated, where people can sit in the comfort of their home and look at this product, look at it online and say, this is what I want, and I can do it, because now human beings want to get everything in the easiest way as possible. They don't want to hustle to get anything anymore. They have their money and they think they can sit. Most of the shops, people do delivery. We are talking about AI driving all of this product, saying that you want this, we have it. You want this, we have it. You are looking for old stuff, we have it. You are looking for old domain. You are looking for old, you know, everything on pass, even the physical product we will have, it will be driven by AI. And the marketing part of it will also be driven by AI. That is the beauty. That is where ONPASSIVE has beat every company. Marketing part of it driven by AI. Not even the product. I don't even look at the product because a lot of people do patches. But now, the marketing part driven by AI, targeted traffic that we will see and say, my goodness, I don't even need to do any customer service anymore. That's the beauty about artificial intelligence. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Thank you, Collins. And this might be, Bob, did you want to have something as a
no, that's
follow-up?
fine. That's fine. That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to let Marty come in there with the marketing aspect. I think this would be the perfect time for Marty.
Yes.
All right, sorry, I'm late. I've been popping around a little bit. Well, the beauty of it with the AI and marketing is I spent 15 years full-time online marketing and could build teams. I built teams of thousands of people. Here's where the problem lies in. What other person, how many people do you know, man or woman, has full-time to take 7 or 8 years of that time to learn how to market? Very low number, very low number. And while I was doing it, I did not know what I did not know. So every time I turned over a rock in marketing, I found out, oh my God, I didn't know I had to do that. I didn't know I had to do that. You know, people think they get in, they got a beautiful web page. They go, oh my God, I'm going to be a millionaire. What are you going to do with the page? Well, I'm going to have people come visit it. Why would they come visit your page? Because I'm going to tell them. How are you going to tell them? It all goes back to marketing. The beauty of this company in AI and targeted traffic is when I built teams, the biggest downfall was I had to learn how to shovel the dirt out faster than it fell in. And I'm not calling people dirt, but I can't think of anything else to say. So the best marketer are the fastest diggers. Because why are people falling back in? Why are people quitting? I'm going to tell you why. They get in, they have the same hopes and dreams that everybody else does, and they realize the second month they owe an auto ship. And they haven't brought anyone in. You know why? Their friends and family are running as fast away from them as they can, because they've done it before and they don't like it. So now you have all these people that you brought in, and now can you get them to stay in? Yeah, they make money. Well, how are they going to make money? They don't know how to market. So now you're going right back that vicious circle. So you're trying to bring people in quicker than they quit. That's not a business. Even your 1 or 2% right now, and I'm saying this and it's live, I don't care who it is. The best marketers in the world without ONPASSIVE, if they stop marketing today, in 6 or 7 months, depending on the size of their team, they will not have a business. In ONPASSIVE, the IT guys, the guys that know how to market a little bit, the guys that know how to market a lot, you're all going to be pros. The company does it all for you. Targeted traffic means I picked up my granddaughter's iPad. She got one for a little kid. The advertisement came up just like it does for an adult. You know what it was? A Chevy pickup truck. Now, I don't know about you, but a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old girl, I doubt very much says, oh, I want to get that truck. It's a waste of advertising. It's not targeted. It's just advertising. Chevy's paying for that. They're not looking into it, but they're paying for that every time somebody clicks on it, whether he's 12 years old or 22 years old. It's a waste of money. Targeted traffic is, I get online and I say, conference call or conferencing. Boom, I click it. AI comes around like spiders all over the internet. What's this guy want? Oh, he wants conferencing. Boom, there's ONPASSIVE in his face. And he goes, whoa. And then it starts showing what the benefits of owning that product are. AI. Okay, it happens. There's a 30-second video. He watches 10 seconds. Somebody knocks at the door. The video goes down. He goes, answers the door, whatever it is, comes back. He forgets what he did. AI says, I got to go remind Bob. He was watching this video and he only watched 10 seconds out of 30. I'm going to remind him he's got 20 more seconds to go. That's AI. That's artificial intelligence. That's the power of what we have here. Flat out. You put what these guys are talking about in actual marketing that's going to be done for you, and you don't get in. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. There's thousands of people watching this. You're an idiot, especially if you're looking to make money online. That's all I got. Thank you.
Wow. Well, I think we have a good deal then in coming into ONPASSIVE, because we don't have to bother with the technology. You know, as founders, we can come in, know that it's all done for us and that the marketing is done for us as well. So we get the whole package in one. 100% guaranteed success. You cannot beat that at all. Bob, did you want to say, I know you had some thoughts.
No,
Please.
no, that's fine. That's okay.
Alrighty.
Covered
At this
everything,
point, yeah. Are there any other topics you folks want to cover?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
somebody asked me a question in the chat about that.
Okay.
I said about the jobs, that AI will take jobs. Yes, AI will take jobs, but it will create more jobs than what we have today. So we should not panic. Like ONPASSIVE, what ONPASSIVE is doing today, that has created jobs, and it has avenues also that AI is going to bring, like the machine learning department, you know, is going to bring in more students in that is going to train them and send them out. Before we hear about, people want to go and do, like I think Collins always say, AWS architect, AWS this. It's going to be ONPASSIVE this, ONPASSIVE this. I want to go and do ONPASSIVE this. I want to go and do, that is more jobs. And when you come to ONPASSIVE, you want to come and take classes for ONPASSIVE technology, they will teach you AI. That is the beauty of ONPASSIVE. You know, then if you go to Academy also, our Academy, you are also going to have AI classes there. those AI classes, there will be jobs also, because it's going to open doors for jobs. Who are going to repair those machines? Look at all grocery store, supermarket. You go in, you go in there, all those machines, self-service machines. Who are going to repair them? They are going to train people how to repair them. So please, we should not panic. There will be more jobs out there. Like statistics show, I think it's AWS. No, PwC, Pricewaterhouse. Their statistics show that 7.2 million jobs in England. They are going to have a scarcity of 7.2 million jobs, but they will create more jobs in England. AI will create more jobs. So please calm down. We are fine. We are in the good food. ONPASSIVE is going to save us. As my brother Bob said, we are just here to educate, not even, let me not use that word educate, to enlighten, for us to know the kind of business that we are in. So that don't be blank. There's some words, if you don't understand, some terminology, if you don't understand, please get back to us. You can go to Madi, you get back to us, we'll break it down the way you want us to explain it. Thank you.
I'll just ask something.
Go ahead.
Vincent.
Go ahead, Vincent.
Because our CEO said on Monday roundtable that we're going to create a lot of jobs, and then most of the jobs we're going to create is a customer care. So it will be like my brother Oliver said. I just add a bit to what he said. He always say everything. So we'll add more customer care job across the world, not only in one country, because every single country where we have ONPASSIVE, they also need a customer care. So a lot of, just to add it, there will be a lot of job created by ONPASSIVE across the world. So that's what I would like to add. Collins.
Yeah, so just to add about the job, you know, when people are always scared of, oh my goodness, computer is coming to take every job. So what are we going to do? The only thing I always advise people, we are created to be dynamic, not static. Human beings are created. Our CEO have said this, that we have lots of brain in our head, but sometimes we leave it dead and it's gone. We don't have to dwell on the traditional way of thinking, the way our parents brought us up. Go to school, learn this, get a job, 9 to 5, and come back, get this. Remember, the job we are working today, who created it? Somebody sit and do all of those things. Somebody come up with the idea and said, I want to, it can be governmental or non-governmental, but somebody brought it. It was somebody's ideas who brought it, and we are there enslaving ourselves. How many times have we think about creating something for someone also to come and rely on it? We have to be dynamic, not static, because we have the brain, as our CEO always said, to be dynamic. Yes, ONPASSIVE is coming. We can lose 10,000 jobs, but let me tell you, it will open 1 million jobs. So we are moving from the traditional way of thinking to a more modern way. The world is moving forward. One of the things I always said in a lot of webinars, I said, the world is moving forward. It depends on you if you want to move with the world, or the world will leave you behind. That is it. It will leave you behind, and don't blame it. You need to be smart to look at where it is going. Can I change? Can I make myself dynamic and do it? Because normally I always say life will not be easy, but you can walk through that easiness and make yourself better. If you are waiting that they will reduce everything to go back to traditional way, it will not happen, because technology is moving. You have to move yourself. So there is no panic, because the job that is coming within the tech industry, we started from the agricultural age to the industrial age. Now this is the tech age. This is the tech age. Go to the hospital. It's the same. Machine is doing everything. Diagnosis and everything is machine. Go wherever, machine is taking everything. Now, what I will be thinking is, how can I sit and repair those machines? That is where the job is. And it's a lot, it's a vacuum. The more you move on, you see that there is a vacuum. Opportunities are there, but because human beings are afraid to improve themselves, to upgrade themselves to that level. That is why when they look around, like Brother Oliver said, when we talk about data scientists, there are very few people in this world. It's not a lot. They're searching for data scientists, not there. How many people go to school to say, I want to do data scientist? It's not there, but the jobs are there. It's just that human beings need to be dynamic, not static. That's what I want to add. because ONPASSIVE is coming to create more jobs. But are you dynamic or are you static? That's what you have to ask yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Collins. Marty?
I love that question. I'm so glad it came up. This is facts worldwide. AI will take 85 million jobs by 2025. But guess what? It will produce 97 million. So it's going to produce way more than it takes. And the jobs, like everybody's saying, look, in 1973 in the United States, there was a gas shortage, okay? You can only get gas on odd and even days. They said we had 100 years left. What happened? Technology came in. You know what it was called? A fuel injector. It took cars that were getting 5 miles in a gallon, and now they're hitting 40 miles in a gallon. That's technology, okay? That's technology. The guy in the oil field got another job for 190 more years. Technology almost always, it takes the mundane jobs that nobody wants and creates something more impactful. They enjoy it more because it makes you think. So don't ever worry about that, because that's just not true. I've heard that since I've been in this business. And the facts are totally the opposite. It is creating jobs worldwide. They figure it will increase the economy by 10%, the whole world. You know how much that is? That's mind blowing. Sorry, I'm blowing things up.
Yeah.
I drank too much coffee tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bob.
The fact of the matter is, it is what it is. Artificial intelligence is going to dominate our lives by 2025. Those are the projections. We can't do without it. That is just what it is. Even the CEO of Alibaba.com, I was talking to Oliver the other day, in his speech, he was advising that we should now start teaching our children, exposing them to artificial intelligence. That's what the world is. That's where we're heading to. And then the one key, I know people are worried about jobs and jobs and jobs, is education. You know, unfortunately, those who are educated and you know, want to learn more, they are going to never have a problem with jobs in the AI sector. But we should just know that is what it is. By 2025, we'll look at this era, we'll look at 2020, 2021, we'll be like, what happened? These are going to be two different eras, without a doubt. That's just what I wanted to add.
Anything else from the crew here? All right. I think at this point, I think we've been here over an hour, so it's about time to wrap up. I think we covered quite a bit of ground today. I hope the information that we provided to all of you today is useful. Know that this webinar is every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It is live streamed on multiple YouTube channels, so you can easily watch the replay if you want to review what you've heard today. You can also share the recording with your friends and family. Spread the good news about ONPASSIVE and how AI is going to change the world. And ONPASSIVE is at the top of its game as far as AI. So we can all be very proud to be associated with ONPASSIVE, and we want the world to know what ONPASSIVE is offering everyone. So thank you, everyone. We want to thank all the panelists. Thank you, Marty, for bringing in the marketing aspect. Thank you to all the attendees here, and we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
See you.
Thanks. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.